Now it's time for the Distributor of the Year Award. Please welcome Lucas Steele from Randy Riley Truck Parts and Service Magazine to make his presentation.
Well, I am once again here to present the Truck Parts and Service Distributor of the Year Award. This is a particularly special year for Truck Parts and Service, as this is our 15th year presenting the Distributor of the Year. And I'm happy to say that interest and nominations for the award continue to grow. The Truck Parts and Service Distributor of the Year Award is graciously sponsored by Minimizer and Meritor, and in a moment I will welcome representatives from both businesses on stage to assist me in presenting our award. As you may know, the Distributor of the Year program seeks to spotlight great businesses operating in the independent aftermarket. Distributors are nominated for the award each spring during an open submission period on truckpartsandservice.com, and the distributors receiving the most support from our industry are named our finalists. Our winner is selected by a Truck Parts and Service panel, which seeks to evaluate each finalist on its commitment to its customers, employees, and the independent aftermarket community. This year's finalists are Action Truck Parts, Blane Brothers, Harmon Heavy Vehicle Specialists, Long Island Truck Parts, and Weldon Parts. Now, please direct your attention to the screens above for a brief video about each business.
So my father's business, Midwest Fuel Injection, we built a new building in Bolingbrook, Illinois in 2005. Had an opportunity to put in a aftermarket parts distributorship in there. So my dad had some contacts in Canada through the traction program, and we were set up as the first traction store in the United States. In June 2013, we announced as a five-part distributor. One of the things we've done really well is with our retail space in Bolingbrook, which is about 9,000 square feet, we've opened up the showroom for the customers to pull the product themselves. If they have questions, they can come to the counter, but at least that it also implements all those impulse buys that customers really want to have in front of them and be able to make that decision right there and not have us try to sell them something. Over the past 18 months, we have been talking about opening up another location. So we were looking at the Joliet market and noticed an opportunity for some of our customers that were migrating to that area as repair shops and trucking companies. Came across Sterling to Pray as a viable option to acquire the business and open up a secondary location for Action Truck Parts. With the promotion of the new branch, we've kept the same name and made it an Action Truck Parts company. One of the ways we promote it is by our training that we bring to our customers, getting them involved, bringing them in, training them on the products, and along with our sales staff, working with those customers hand in hand. Nomination alone is just a blessing. I'm truly honored to be, at least be in the spotlight for this. Just to be here and to be nominated is a great honor.
Blane Brothers was started in 1979 by my dad and his brother. We bought his brother out at the end of 1983. In '94, my dad chose to leave the company, and then in January of '07, I bought him out.
We take care of everything from the front of that truck to the rear of that trailer, whether that's a tire, major engine repair, or just general suspension repair, to pneumatics and tankers. We can pretty much have a solution for whatever your issue may be.
Our home location for Blane Brothers is in Blane, Minnesota. We have a second location up in Scanlon, Minnesota. We also have a third location for Blane Brothers out in Clearwater, Minnesota, which is near St. Cloud. Our home to North American Trailers in Inver Grove Heights. They have 3 separate shops in and around that Inver Grove Heights area. And then they also have one facility out in Stanley, North Dakota.
It's important to treat the customer like part of the family. And when we give them that experience, they come back.
I think people come to Blane Brothers because of our quality, our great customer service, and our efficiency to get you back out on that road in a timely manner. We know what downtime means to that customer and what it means if they were to go down again. So we pride ourselves on the right repair the first time, quality parts at a fair value.
To be recognized from the industry is quite an honor, and it's very rewarding to hear that.
To be held at that level or thought of at that level with the other past winners and stuff, it'd be pretty humbling.
Harman Heavy Vehicles started in 1938 as a spring shop and brake house under a man named Roy Harman. Over the next 2 decades, the company branched out. It got new ownership. My family and another family bought into the company. We progressed more into an automotive jobber, and then ultimately through the 80s, we divested of the automotive lines and more focused on the heavy-duty transportation business. We try to pride ourselves with giving the customer the best buying experience they can. We are not the cheapest place in town. We have quality products at a fair price. We've got very knowledgeable people, and what we try to do is take the difficulty out of the buying process. The change we had with the new superstore was an overall change in management and structure with the company. My father and I bought on an existing business partner, and we felt there was a different direction we needed to take with the company and its appearance and how it interacted with the customer. We were lucky enough to find a location right in between 2 of our stores, so the impact on our customers was minimized, but the breadth and line of product, the amount of things we could do in-house definitely increased. We were able to add more delivery in that location, more product, and more SKUs, which has just made for an easier buying experience for our customers. It'd be a huge honor for Harman's to win. It would be a huge honor and validation to our employees. I think they are a massive aspect of our success as a corporation. We're blessed to have a lot of long-term employees. We've got some really great young employees who've come in and embraced the company. And for me personally, it would be a huge honor being 3rd generation family in the business, ultimately 4th generation in the business. We would be incredibly honored to win.
Long Island Truck Parts was started by my father, Anthony Naples, in 1972. He had a partner originally, small location. A couple years later, he wound up buying that particular partner out. He had stayed in that one location from 72 all the way up until 79 is when we opened up our second location in Medford, New York. Then 10 years later, in 89, we opened up a store in Riverhead, New York. And just recently, we opened up our 4th branch, which is on the Nassau-Queens border. You have to have good location to have cash flow, and that's always been our motto. All of our locations are all on main roads. My employees that I have, I mean, most guys have been with us 25, 30 years. We treat them like family. They treat our business like family. We've created a culture with our business where, they're totally in 100% and they're our backbone. And what's great about our company is not only do we sell these vast amount of products, but we also have great knowledge on all of those products. Customers come into our store and they know that they can get everything one stop and they can get all the information that they need and walk out that door and be happy. My dad's hard work ethic and his ability to instill to us to do the right thing by the customer and go above and beyond for the customer is what made us what we are today. To be nominated and to win, it would be great.
Weldon was founded by 2 brothers, my father and my uncle, that came out of Nebraska. My uncle's very, very talented mechanic, and they started paying some bills by fixing local farm trucks. He was very good at it, got a good reputation, and built a good business out of it. My father, who was better at business and sales, took that and ran with it, and he sold truck parts that they used, they stocked to fix the trucks. The brothers operated as partners until the late 60s. As the business grew and the families grew, at some point it became apparent they wanted to do separate things. So our half moved to Oklahoma City and we ran it separately up until 2011. They're now one company again. We have 18 stores. We're in 6 different states, obviously Nebraska and Oklahoma, because those are the origins. We have one in Joplin, Missouri. We have one in Little Rock, Arkansas, 3 in Texas, and 2 in Florida. What we try and do is be a good combination of big and small. I mean, in the aggregate, we're big enough to, we've got some resources, we can get things done. But what you want in each store is to be small, and we are small. Our stores are not the largest in probably any market we're in, so you can react, you can treat somebody as they're special because you are small, but hopefully in the bigger picture, we're big enough we can bring in some resources. So a lot of our sales are over the phone. They have a problem and we solve it, whether it's bringing them in or having salesmen go out or whatever. I mean, we're really focused on solving their problems. I try and keep in touch with all of them, and then you rely on your managers. If you've got somebody in your store with talent, you make sure that you deal with that person individually. Being nominated is big in and of itself. I think the best thing about winning would be to go home and tell your people, look what you did.
Very strong group this year. Now I'd like to welcome to the stage our sponsors, Steve Hansen, Director of Marketing at Minimizer, and Meritor's Brett Penskoffer, Vice President, North American Aftermarket, and Doug Dole, General Manager, Sales, North American Aftermarket, who will help me present our 15th Annual Truck Parts and Service Distributor of the Year. Hello, guys. And now, without further ado, the 2016 Truck Parts and Service Distributor of the Year Award goes to Blane Brothers, led by Dean Daly. Congratulations.
I just want to say thank you to Randall Riley Truck Parts and Service for having such a wonderful award like this for our aftermarket industry. Thanks to our suppliers, a couple of our large ones, Aurora and HDA. Of course, our customers and our employees who are second to none in the industry. Thanks to everyone. Thank you.